All right, Marvel Spider Man 5 episodes in, and I can safely say I will not review this show. I will do a series or review of it. I honestly, first off, let me get this off the bat. From the 5 episodes I've seen, this is not a bad show. This is not a bad show. I want to stretch that out here so a lot of you can understand. It's not a bad show. Is it better than Ultimate Spider-Man? Yes, it is. Is it better than Spectacular Spider-Man? Hell no. Is it better than Spectacular Spider-Man animation? We'll get to that. But it's a no. Honestly, the show has issues. The pacing a little bit I don't like. The way they resolve issues with the big bad or the villain of the episode, sometimes I'm not a big fan of it. I do like the overarching story, because you know how I am with my overarching stories. You know, in the context, I do think it's kind of funny that Josh fucking Keaton is playing Norman Osborn, but they could not get him to play Peter fucking Parker. It's a slap it to the fans' face in a way, but it's more like, well, at least he's working. My God, he's a talented voice actor, talented guy. I'm happy he's getting work. Been a fan of his for years. But yeah, I mean, honestly, 5 episodes in, I don't think I can stick to it. The animation is a big part of why the show is not clicking with me. The background is terrible. It looks like it just came out of they look like they just got some fan made Spider-Man animated series offline, and they said this is our new show, which is terrible. I expected more from Disney because Disney got all the money right now. So I expect a little bit more from the House of Mouse. If y'all get that, give yourself a hand and clap, because the House of Mouse, if y'all get that, great. But yeah, I really have the issues with the animation. Again, that's just me. The animation doesn't win me over. I've tried 5 episodes and it just doesn't. This times I'm like, this is terrible. Another big red flag for me is the villains. I'm not liking how they're doing the villains, how they're making them all, quote unquote, high school students, teenagers, or it just doesn't win me over. Like what they did with Dr. Octavius, and the guy who voiced Dr. Octavius is voiced by Scott McNeil, the same guy who's did Robin in Teen Titans Go and Robin in the original series. And he's very bad. Like, him as an actor, no, he's good, but just him playing that character is terrible. He's very bad. Like, whoever thought this was a good casting needs their ass whooped. He was terrible. Like, he was miscast. I think he could play maybe Vulture or something else. I mean, the guy who played Vulture, he was just okay. But yeah, this show, that's another one. And like I said, the animation and the villains becoming high school students, not a fan of that. I never liked that concept of how the only time it worked was X-Men Evolution, but they did it a smart way. And he did it a clever way. And that animation was goddamn glorious to the point where you kind of gave them for a lot of sins for what they did. I mean, my God, that animation was beautiful. But that's the only animated show I gave slack to, because the animation was good, the overarching story was good, and having the X-Men having these secret identities, going to high school, dealing with the whole things, the mutants, and eventually they start developing the mutants start to come out alive, and the people start to know what they were, and then, I mean, my God, it gives me goosebumps just talking about it. That's just how great the show was. But yeah, and another big sin for the show for me, that why I'm dropping it, is the episode with Black Cat. If you've been a subscriber of mine for many years, you must know I'm a fan of the Black Cat. I love Felicia Hardy like nobody's business. But I cannot excuse the wardrobe they made her wear in Marvel Spider-Man. The fuck, she looked like she's going to the North Pole with this shit on. Like, what the fuck? I see nobody. I mean, well, here's the thing. Black Cat has always wear that tight leather. I mean, not leather, but tight yoga type of outfit. I mean, my God. I mean, if you want to look for the blueprint of the yoga pants, it goes from Black Cat from the 90s anime series. My God, she just, whew, and shows all her muscles, and God, she was amazing. But back to this. Even the Spectacular Spider-Man version, wasn't a fan of it. I still like, that was Black Cat. I was hoping they go that route with it, with Spectacular, but they didn't. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it, and it's a big turn off for me. And it kind of it angered me in a way because again, I'm a huge Black Cat fan more so than a Felicia Hardy. I mean, not Felicia Hardy, but Mary Jane. Fuck, that is Black Cat shit. Sorry. Or freaking Gwen Stacy. Now Gwen Stacy in here, I like the overarching arc with her character, and then find out what happened with one of her relatives. That was pretty cool. The only thing that makes me like Gwen Stacy in here is if she's voiced by Laura Bailey. And Laura Bailey, if you know her voice and her anime repertoire work and her animations as the past few years, she's amazing. As a voice actor, she's very good. She has this hot voice, like God, she just sounds sexy. But that's Laura Bailey for her. She's great. But yeah, she's amazing. As always, guys, like and motherfucker subscribe. Peace. Have a Johns today, and yeah, if y'all saw Marvel Spider Man up to F5 episode, what do you think of it? It's not an F, it's a C, but I just can't stick to it, guys. Sorry. As always, peace. Have a Johns today. I'll talk to you later.